What's up everyone, some guy here with another Alliance War video, Season 25, War number 11. We are versing against RK31. We have faced him once in the past before, I believe, and we have won against him. So we are hoping for the same thing this round. Going on Path 5 here, we have this Ebb and Flow knockdown on, Path 5. It's a Darkhawk. I am bringing Magneto this fight, or this war, just because they placed with Bulwark. Global instead of protect. I think this might be like my first or second time facing against Bulwark, so I'm still not too used to it, but I figure Magneto should be able to handle most of the metal defenders, so this should be a pretty simple fight. Even though the indestructible buff is up, you can always wait it out for it to go away. Unlike protection, you would have to intercept in order to get rid of the protections. Plan is just to basically get to my SP3 and then build up my prowesses and just drop the SP3, and it should kill him pretty much instantly. Not much to say about this fight. Alright, moving to the next fight, we have a Hit Monkey on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Ebb and Flow Knockdown and Heavy Hitter. Very common placement here. I've done this fight many times with Nick Fury. You just have to use Nick Fury's SP1. It does inflict a disorienting debuff, and it also counts as a knockdown. And with the disorienting debuff up, it'll sometimes shut down the protection node altogether. This time it didn't, so I got the passive fury, meaning I didn't shut down the protection. Once the passive fury goes away, the protection will come back. But this Hitmonkey is only a 5-star, so with the passive fury up, I was doing a lot of damage, and he was pretty much almost dead by then. So I have to pretty much knock him down one more time, and well, it doesn't even matter if I don't knock him down, he'll be dead either way. Alright, doing a little bit taxing here for our teammate 06. He's going to take down this Mojo with his torch, and I will be taking down this Mysterio on Mixmaster and Aggression Prowess and Power Focus 1. Mysterio is a metal champion, so I will be using Magneto. I can't remember if being magnetized also shut down Mixmaster or evades. I know Magneto can't miss or get auto blocked when the opponent is magnetized, but I'm not too sure about evade. I think it might shut it down too, because I was doing some repetitive combos here and there, and he never evaded once. And at first I was doing medium, light, medium. I was doing medium, light. No, I was doing light, medium, light, medium. And then I think I got mixed up with my combos with medium, light, mediums. And I'm pretty sure there were some that were repetitive, but he never evaded. So I might have to try that in the off season or so. But plan is just to, I did a horrible job of keeping track of his SP1, the reflective damage. So I actually take a lot of damage back. From most of my damage was actually because I kept hitting into him while he had the reflective damage up. I don't know why. I think I was just too focused on trying to get the Mixmaster and just totally forgot about the damage reflection. So right here, yeah, right before he died, all those damage kind of reflected back to me. So that was kind of annoying. That was all on me too. But it was a pretty easy fight for Magneto. Moving on, we have this Killmonger on Footloose and Kinetic Transference. I see this placement a lot. This one is a rank 3 Killmonger. I did bring the Magik along with it's a good synergy for Magneto for a fight later on, but she also works really well for this fight just because you can power lock and power drain them or the opponent. I did use the power start 1 to try to get to my SP2 faster. He wasn't playing. I was hoping he would throw his heavy. I was hoping I could bait out his heavy so I can punish him, but he kind of just finished his combo and then backed off. So I had to parry him to get the cycle going. So I had to bait out an SP2. But from here on, once I get off my SP2, it should be pretty much game over. I just have to make sure power lock does stay on sometimes. Very rarely the power lock doesn't trigger. I don't think it's 100%. but it's pretty high. I don't know what the number is, but most of the time it does trigger power lock debuff, and you are able to power lock the opponent. And I didn't play too riskily. I tried to do a lot of stand-up intercepts, but he wasn't playing into it. I just kept hitting to his block. I don't think I did any intercepts in this fight. I just did, yeah, I just did my standard parry and 5-hit combo, parry, 5-hit combo. I tried to do stand-up intercepts after I threw my SP2, but like I said, he wasn't playing into it. I don't think I got any of them off, but it wasn't too big of a problem. I was able to just keep the power lock and keep the power drain going and cycle through my SP2 with Magik. Alright, moving to section 2, we have a rank 3 Void on Ebb and Flow Intercept. I have seen this one placed on the node above on Redouble Determination. I always hate fighting Redouble Determination with Nick Fury just because you have to control the power a lot, but a lot of times you can just end your combo with just 4-hit combos with ending light. That way you can mitigate the power gain from Redouble Determination. For this fight, it should be pretty simple for Nick Fury. I just have to manage Void's debuffs and make sure I hit my combo or my combos in time. And even if I don't, Nick Fury is a really good Void counter just because he purifies all non-damaging debuffs upon knocking down the opponent. So all of Void's debuffs are technically non-damaging. It's just because he is able to get damage from them. But they're all non-damaging debuffs. So you can just knock down Void with a heavy or a special 1 or 2 to get rid of the debuffs on you. I don't play this fight too well. I think I do make a mistake here. Yeah, I got intercepted instead. I tried to go in for intercept, but I got intercepted instead. But it wasn't too big of a deal. It didn't hit that hard, and I'm still in my first life, so I don't have to worry too much about it. I just have to get this fight down. I didn't plan on well, I was trying to turn off the protection here and there, trying to get some sneaky intercepts in, but it didn't work out too well. But it still shouldn't be too bad of a fight for a rank 3 Nick Fury, especially with the 6-star adrenaline. You can heal back some power. I like to bait out Void's SP2 just because you can go in and punish kind of faster. You can punish his SP1 too if you I think if you dash in the middle of his SP1 and then either parry or just take the block hit on the second part of it to hit and then just punish from there. But I just like using it punishing his SP2. I think it's a little bit easier. So yeah, not the cleanest fight, but we got it down. I think this is the only fight I'll be needing Nick Fury anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. Going on the next fight, we have this Thor Ragnarok on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Redouble Determination. I believe I have used Nick Fury on this fight before, but maybe with another node. But Thor Ragnarok is also a metal defender, so I will be using Magneto. I've actually fought Thor Ragnarok in Abyss with Magneto, and so I have some kind of idea. A lot of times before you even get to his 20th power charge, you'll have an SP3 by then. So usually you can try and kill him before that. I also got some nice intercepts in before to get some good damage in. I did trigger a Bulwark, but I just gotta wait it out. I didn't really care if he had indestructible on. I can just keep using my heavies to build my power and prowesses anyway. My game plan is to get my prowesses up and then use his Magneto's heavy attack and when he's unstoppable to intercept Thor Ragnarok to shut down the protection and then just drop my SP3 right here. So yeah, I was unstoppable and then he charged in for me and then I can just release the heavy for the intercept and then it shuts down protection and I could just drop that SP3 and I did the job. Going on to the next fight, we have this Ebb and Flow Intercept and Redouble Determination and Crumbling Armor. Nick Fury. This one is only a 5-star. The Magnus. So the plan is to take advantage of the magic synergy. Basically, yeah, I don't know what happened here. I think I just let off my block for some reason. I was trying to parry, but it didn't register for some reason. But anyway, basically, I've seen a lot of fights where you just only have to knock down Nick Fury with Magneto's heavy. You just have to make sure Magneto knocks him down with a heavy into the second life, not a bleed or not any other second damage, but with a heavy damage to knock him into second life. That way the what is it called, the heal block debuff will stick. But I think in this fight, that Magneto's signature ability, his dupe damage, his extra energy damage, is what actually killed Nick Fury. So the heal block debuff actually got purified from his second life. And I didn't realize that in time, and I just didn't throw my SP3 in time. I've seen a bunch of fights where people knock him down and then throw the SP3 right away, and then the SP3 knockdown counts as the heal block, and then you can basically just stop all healing from when he gets to the second life. But yeah, I was just too late on that, and I didn't realize it in time. And then when I hit the SP3, it was far too late. It was before he reached his 100% in the second life, but it was long enough for it to be annoying, basically. Unfortunately, the protection was down at the point, so I had to passive Fury. So when he got into his second life, the protection came back, and then all the bleeds kind of fell off. It was right before the bleed was about to finish too. So Nick Fury pretty much ended in at 30%. So it's pretty much like I didn't bring the magic synergy. It was kind of a waste. I just messed it up. Yeah. So yeah, right now I'm just trying to bait out his SP2s. I don't want him throwing any SP1s, even though I am mutant. So chances of me triggering the tactical charges aren't that high, but I just don't want to take any chances. I just don't like evading his SP1s. His SP2 is much easier. But yeah, so right here I'm trying to play it safe, make sure I hit him or knock him down in his second life with a heavy, and I don't want to make sure I accidentally kill him with like a combo or something. Oh, I know what I'm doing here. I'm actually trying to heal up from Crumbling Armor. That actually almost bites me back in his second life. I get too greedy, so yeah, right here. Yeah, as you can see, I threw it, and I think the energy damage actually knocked him into second life, so not the actual hit. So the heal block got purified in time from the second life. So yeah, I threw the SP3 way too late. He's pretty much at 30% right now. It's as if I didn't have the magic synergy. He's a stun immune right now. I try to get some intercepts in, but I'm also trying to heal up from Crumbling Armor. I don't know why I was doing that. I don't have too much time left, to be honest. I have a minute 30, but at the time I felt like I was in control. I was like, this one's not on heavy hitter, so I can always bait out his heavy to finish him off. But the protection actually is a lot more stubborn than I expected. He doesn't die that quickly with the protection up. So yeah, I almost actually time out in this fight. It gets really close down to the wire. I'm just trying to heal up from Crumbling Armor. I'm being a little bit cheap. I didn't want to use any potion because I will be using him for 2 more fights in the tier 3 section, which is actually really risky. I should not do that in an in-season war. Just potion up. I think we were pretty ahead at this point, and I guess I felt like it was gonna be a win, so I wasn't playing too seriously, which is not good. So yeah, right now I got about 30 seconds left. I gotta get him down. So I find an opening here, and I don't want to push him to SP1. I wanted to use my SP2 to knock him down. So right here is a good opening. Unfortunately, the SP2 didn't crit, so he still has like 5% left, and I've still got 20 seconds. I'm trying to bail out this SP2, and he's just not throwing the SP2, and I got like 10 seconds left. He's just not throwing it, so I just need to bait out his heavy at this point. Luckily, he does throw the heavy, but my 5-hit combo doesn't actually kill him, and he almost got an SP3. Luckily, he didn't, and he threw the SP2 just in time for me to go back and finish him off. So yeah, I did not intend for it to be that close. It got way too close for my liking. But we came out alive, and it was a solo. So moving on to the tier 3 fights, we have a Hulkbuster on Vigorous Assault and I think Regeneration. He is also a Metal Defender, so I will be using Magneto. It's a very simple parry heavy fight and build up to my SP3. I was surprised that the SP3 actually doesn't kill him in this fight. I think usually if the opponent is bleed immune, the SP3 will do more damage. But this time, or the bleed sometimes, well, if the opponent is not bleed immune, the bleed will usually take him down to the same amount of damage as if when you were fighting a bleed immune champion. I don't know if I explained that right, but I built my paralysis pretty high, and the bleed almost kills him, but it doesn't. I forget if this one's a rank 2 or rank 3, but I do get some nice healing from his armor break debuffs off of his SP1, but sometimes it doesn't trigger just because I think it's magnetized. So yeah, I threw the SP3 here, doesn't quite kill him. The bleed is ticking nicely, and once it finishes, also doesn't kill him. I maybe not built, maybe I didn't build up paralysis enough. I wasn't sure. I thought I had like at least 40 or something. But it doesn't trigger his regen, which is nice. I think the ability accuracy kind of took over from there, and yeah, so there's no regen and no vigorous assault, no unblockable, which is nice. And from here on, it's just a very easy bait out his SP1, and I think I'm gonna use my SP2 to finish the fight off. All right, moving to my last fight in war, we had this rank 3 Doom on Brute Force and Limber. There is a white mag pre-fight on him, but Magneto or Red Magneto doesn't benefit from a white mag pre-fight just because Red Magneto is not a hero champion or a metal champion. I believe this fight is very doable if there's no Limber or if Magneto benefited from white mag's pre-fight. Because of Limber, I was trying to save up all my parry stuns at the end, right before I need to multiply my paralysis. So I get myself into the wall so I can get some heavies in. I did some duels, and heavy countering Doom's heavy doesn't always, the spacing just isn't always right. So I find if you're in the wall in the corner, you can get better chance of heavy counter his heavy. But the block damage from Doom completely I just threw me off. I thought just because he's magnetized, I won't be taking that much block damage. And I'm usually pretty good at fully dexing his SP2, but because of how much block damage I'm taking, I was kind of, I guess, playing kind of scared. So I do take a lot of block damage from his SP2. Just because I guess I wanted to play safe and block him, but in hindsight, I should have fully dexed it because I take a ton of block damage from this upcoming SP2 here, which almost pretty much kills me. And then with the brute force ticking, I have to get it off. I had to get off my SP3. I could have thrown earlier. I think it would have offset brute force, but right now I'm at 1%. I'm pretty much almost dead. He still had like 71%. I did throw the SP3, but I only had like what 6 paralysis or something, so it doesn't do that much damage, and the bleed doesn't take him down that far. I get a nice opening here just right before brute force kicks in. I do need to bait out this SP1 before brute force kicks in again, but I didn't have too much hope in this fight. I knew I was gonna die pretty soon. But I was just trying to do as much damage and do my best right before, well, try to do my best before I die. So I get some nice evades. I don't know why I went in for the punish here, or for the intercept. Obviously, he had a bar of power. I think he was running Mystic Dispersion, and that kind of threw me off. And yeah, I basically died. I didn't even take advantage of the Limber. I was supposed to throw on the Power Star 1 boost, but I totally forgot to do that too. So with the Power Star 1 boost, that should have been able to get me to my SP3 a lot sooner, so I didn't have to bait out too many SP2s in the corner. And that way I should have been able to use the Limber at the end to double my paralysis. I think if I have like 40 paralysis, I should be able to get Doom down pretty close to dying. And from there on, I should be able to finish him off. I also had a 5-star Magneto versus a rank 3 Doom. I think if I had a 6-star, the adrenaline heal bag should also help a lot. But I just totally underestimate how much block damage Doom is doing, even when he's magnetized. Not all of his hits were doing 0 on the block, but some of them were, but a lot of them were not doing 0 hits. They were doing like 2k 3k block damages. I went in with Magik. Magik does benefit from Max pre-fight, but I was still surprised at how much block damage I was taking with Magik. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna die again from using Magik? I think if Magik went in when Doom was full health, I think she actually would have died from the block damage. I guess she could have done some intercepts off the walls here, corner intercepts or intercepts, chain some intercepts and get out that way. But Magic might not be the safest option too. I think Torch was, but we did end up using getting a win from this war. So that's nice. But we did die. We did get an MVP spot, but not the best MVP just because we died. This does also push us up only 1 spot to 10th place. I think we were 11th place last war. We have secured Plat 1. Win or lose next war will be in Plat 1, Tier 1. I'm sorry, Tier 2. But yeah, that is it from me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.